Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into the microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And I continue with Deus Ex Blind. I have no idea what this is, but as I said, I have a couple of codes. And as it happens, first one was the correct one.
The gold. Wonderful. My people will take control when you move out. I believe you know Chip. I've given him control of an NSF platoon on loan to me from America. This hoard dates back to when the Templars managed the French treasury for Philip the Fair. They moved it here from the temple in Paris after the crackdown of 1307. The Nazis boxed it up for shipment to Berlin, but had to abandon the cathedral during the evacuation.
And there is a repair bot here, which is great. Not sure why would I need a scope for gap gun, but Roja here as well. Actually quite a lot. This as well. How to go. Look at that.
Yes, obey your new masters. Come to me.
Where would you be? Guess there's that should be their computer mainframe. Messages.
Now you see that you cannot succeed all alone against the whole world.
You came all the way to Paris to tell me that?
It is a simple message I am demonstrating. We know where you are going and what you intend.
And I know something about you.
You know you will be defeated.
I wonder if I can... I don't think I can reason with him, although I'll try.
I know you hate being a tool for a bunch of bureaucrats as much as I did. How about we make a gentleman's agreement?
I am the top agent at UNATCO. It is different now. Mr. Simon says if I defeat you, I can have any upgrades I want. That is a gentleman's agreement. I am engaging.
Well, I guess I'll...
Well, tactics. Do not impress me.
I don't have any heavy weapons to deal with him, although it's hard to get them, but it comes down to a fight, and I'd rather... Oh great, I haven't saved. But if it comes down to a fight, then I'd rather just use the kill phrase.
Yes, obey your new masters. Come to me. Now you see that you cannot.
You can...
It is a simple method.
And I know...
You.
I know your UNATCO kill phrase. The Putin machine.
I am not a machine.
Sticks and stones.
No?
We did certainly teach you how to fight, didn't we?
You're worried, Simons. We almost have a cure.
You have nothing. Even if Everett succeeds, you can't synthesize enough vaccine to stop an epidemic. You need a universal constructor, and don't think Page Industries is going to leave one lying around for you to use. Not after you blew up the one in Hong Kong.
I was never properly trained in its operation.
Laugh it up, Denton. Next time we won't use an old box of bolts like Gunther. The only reason I let him go to Paris is that I was sick of his moaning about Navarra and constant requests for a tune-up.
You sent him because you knew he would fight to the death.
He was the last of the mechs. Next time you will face someone of your own abilities.
Would that be him? Because as far as I know, the only three people with the end stage arguments were J.C. Denton, Paul, his brother, and then Simmons, so unless they were working on some more in the meantime.
I'm getting what I need. Good work. I will now consent to meet you in person. Go to the metro station nearby and await my instructions.
Okay, but I still want to explore. Go blow the door open because I have more amps than I have. This was kind of pointless.
I've got something. Possible unauthorized presence. Contact here. I am taking steps.
Okay, that's quite a serious opponent. That's pretty fucked up that they have this list of people that they are going to, because apparently they're showing a likelihood of being engaged in suspicious or ideologically counterproductive activity, so they are going to have them killed, but they are going to implicate the enemies of the organization to sort of further drill into the heads of the other recruits that, you know, they are constantly under siege, besieged by all those enemies. Interesting. Okay, what's in there? Cash. Don't think it's worth it. Curious about that, but it's just shotgun ammo. Want to check the stairs as well.
What do you want?
How the hell do I get out of here?
Just go up the steps and out the door. Now leave me alone, I am busy.
Not quite sure what the chef is doing here.
They will kill me if I talk to anyone.
think I'm done with the place.
This is my life. A chef in the basement of a kennel. I'm not allowed to leave.
Okay, maybe I can jump into the well. That wouldn't quite work, but nice. That.
Got something. It's doing this guy.
You are hearing the voice of a Majestic 12 AI. No need to be alarmed. For now, I can protect you and Daedalus for a day or so.
Your systems were very cooperative. Upload complete.
You were just a prototype, Denton. A prototype for me.
It was
My
happening
associate, Toby
over the
Atangwe,
info
will meet you
link.
below.
Apparently, Daedalus is still out there.
Keep going. Atangwe is in the tube below.
The terrorism alert is still active. Bonjour.
Oh, there's a repair bot. Can't enter. Yes.
Only a couple trains are running.
You read that?
Oh, I see now. Your friend is waiting by the tracks.
Do you know me?
More gangsters every day. You have weapons? I am selling weapon modifications. 750 for accuracy, 800 for range. Also, I was lucky to find thermoptic camo, 5,000.
Thanks.
Oh, apparently all of the United States have been put under martial law, expanding that quite a bit.
make sure your travel documents are in order. You must take responsibility for your own travel decisions and for understanding the relevant laws and regulations.
J.C. Denton, I will take you to Everett, but you will be forbidden to learn the way yourself.
That will be quite a trick.
You will not be armed in any way.
Well,
Do what you must.
Step a little closer.
you going to put me down or something?
See, no inconvenience whatsoever.
Everett must be paranoid.
We all are. The Illuminati is getting a taste of its own medicine.
Has he made any progress on the Grey Death virus?
Your uplink provided the missing encryption key. He has been able to complete the work that Tracer Tong began.
I must see him at once.
He is downstairs in the lab. It would be rather serendipitous if Bob Page invented something Everett could not figure out.
The Illuminati's objective is to govern the world. Do not be deceived.
Okay, it may be to govern the world, but I'm not sure what's Icarus's objective, and it's creeping me out by its even by its mere appearance and voice. Of course, hidden compartment.
You missed dinner, but help yourself to a snack. Do not to disturb Lucius de Beers.
So that's Everett. Want to explore the place first before I proceed to plot.
Good news, huh? Looks like we might pull this thing off.
Alex, what are you doing here?
Tong sent me. He wanted me to help with the decryption.
Looks like Everett has it all figured out.
Listen quickly. Tong doesn't trust the Illuminati. He sent me here to keep an eye on Everett.
I see. How about the triads? Is the truth going to hold?
Last I heard. But I guess we have other things to worry about now, huh? I'll keep you in touch through your info link. I'll try my best to keep you informed.
Yes, do exactly that. Keep me informed.
You won't be hearing from Tong for a while. He had to leave Hong Kong.
Why? The triads?
He said he had some business to take care of. I don't know. He didn't look so good.
Sick?
Either that or something was bothering him. The last thing he said to me, it was something about all the machines in his lab being useless. And then he cut off the connection.
Useless for what?
It was just an outburst. I don't know, but he wants me to wait here for instructions. JC, Tong is serious about Everett. He wants you to be careful. While you're in the air, I guess I'll be helping Everett prepare Daedalus for the attack. I hope he knows what he's doing.
So is Daedalus like Everett's AI or something? Wait, so he's holding some Lucius life support, cryogenically frozen or something, because talking about throwing him out. suppose I'll talk with Everett.
So this is where the Illuminati ended up after centuries of conspiring to rule the world.
The conspiracy is about to begin again, JC, between you and me. Nicolette was wise to bring us together. Wise like her mother. The most effective partnerships, like Beth's and mine, arise from mutual necessity.
I came to talk about the Grey Death. Atanwe said you cracked the virus.
A trivial matter. Page added nothing to the core design. However, what we need to construct is a carbano-carbon ROM module, not exactly a vaccine.
Can it be done without a universal constructor?
No, we need time on a UC. But I know where we might find one, and also gain access to the U.S. military networks.
U.S. military?
To stop Icarus from completely destroying the Daedalus AI. Daedalus is a design of mine. It replaced the old Echelon 3 network.
Echelon? The surveillance system for the United Nations. So Daedalus was an MJ-12 tool and rebelled?
More of a pattern-matching error. It classified Majestic 12 as a terrorist group, alongside the NSF and CIA.
That's hilarious.
And alongside the Illuminati, right? Are you sure Daedalus is your ally?
What matters to us is that it opposes Majestic 12. We must help it destroy their intelligence apparatus. But that will require the military networks. I have already contacted Gary Savage of X-51.
The former Area 51 scientists. Are they still camped out at the Vandenberg Air Force Base?
They are close to completing a UC and have the kind of connection Daedalus will need.
Sounds like my pilot and I should head to Vandenberg.
Yes, I took the liberty of radioing him. Here is the key to the helipad stairway. The door is in the foyer where Atanwe revived you. Good luck. I will be in contact. Don't forget to say hi to your friend from UNATCO, Mr. Jacobson.
Already bumped into him.
Very thoughtful of Tom. My own computer technician. I suppose he can help me prepare a comlink for Daedalus.
Would be more interested in whether I can take those.
You saw a piece of Echelon 3 in Beth's chateau. We salvaged some of the hardware.
There's a lot of equipment here. It's kind of rude of him not to offer me
Surveillance
any.
used to be daemon-based. Daedalus is more distributed. A blip of his code runs on every communication device on the planet. If we control communications, we can organize and the other side cannot. Lack of organization is exactly what has plagued X-51.
Okay, I think I'm going to take those first. Check the computer. We find the prisoner. I mean, maybe he's not a prisoner. The guy they're holding on life support. But I don't have the login. Okay, so I suppose those are the codes for the augment canisters, which I'm going to take. Like, I don't even care if it's food or something. He wants me to help him, then to be honest, he should offer them.
They're great scientists, but isolated. They left Area 51 to protest Majestic 12's experiments. And that's what it amounted to, a protest.
I'm trying to save him, to help him rule the world from shadows or whatever. He can't even offer me any help. Oh great, for some reason I didn't even record the passwords. paper. Something to write it on. Four and 6 to 6. Okay, so upgrade. Oh, I don't have this. Which I guess is the last thought I have left. EMP, ballistic protection, so basically protection from bullets and bladed weapons. This seems much more useful. Need to install that. Probably also upgrade it. It'd be useful in some, if I get into like a serious firefight. I'm also rather curious about this. Not a Dallas core or something? Project Morpheus. Morpheus has been moody, so is that another AI? Yeah, apparently so. Interesting.
J.C. Denton, 23 years old. No residence. No ancestors. No employer. No.
How do you know who I am?
I'm a strange visitor with a complete summary of his file. I'm a prototype for a much larger system.
What else do you know about me?
Everything that can be known.
So apparently not
Go
much.
on. Do you have proof about my ancestors?
You are a planned organism, the offspring of knowledge and imagination, rather than of individuals.
I'm engineered, so what? My brother and I suspected as much while we were growing up.
You are carefully watched by many people. The unplanned organism is a question asked by nature and answered by doubt. You are another kind of question, with a mathematical answer.
Are you programmed to invent riddles?
I'm a prototype for a much larger system. The heuristics language developed by Dr. Everett allows me to convey the highest and most succinct tier of any pyramidal construct of knowledge.
How about a report on yourself?
I was a prototype of Echelon 4. My instructions are to amuse visitors with information about themselves.
I don't see anything amusing about spying on people.
Human beings feel pleasure when they are watched. I have recorded their smiles
Some people just don't understand the dangers of indiscriminate surveillance. Electronic surveillance hardly inspires reverence. Perhaps fear and obedience, but not reverence.
God and the gods were apparitions of observation, judgment, and punishment. Other sentiments toward them were secondary.
No one will ever worship a software entity peering at them through a camera.
The human organism always worships. First, it was the gods. Then it was fame, the observation and judgment of others. Next, it would be the self-aware system we were built to realize truly omnivorous observation and judgment.
You underestimate humankind's love of freedom.
The individual desires judgment. Without that desire, the cohesion of groups is impossible. And so is civilization.
Okay, to me, what it's talking about is other gibberish because, like, talking about how everyone wants to be judged, but I don't find it true at all. If anything, everyone wants to judge others, but not to be judged himself. And it also talked about how people smile when it told them who they are. So, yeah, at a basic level, like if a program knows your name, at first you might assume it's some kind of a trick or something, and you just find it funny. But I don't think it's amusing in the long term to know that there's a super intelligent AI spying on me every moment of my life. Though I'm pretty sure it'll come into play later. What with the talk about AI being a possible man-made god or something, it's all too ominous to not be.
The Echelon kernel was designed almost exclusively for collecting data, so we have to add functionality for memory, thread termination, that kind of thing.
To not be expanded upon at some point. There is still the area behind the mirror, actually. Before I leave.
What are you doing back here? Denton, right?
Yeah. You're alive in that thing?
I am conscious. Tell Everett I am cold. He keeps me so cold.
Who are you? Do you mind if I ask?
The Supreme Enlightened. The leader of the Illuminati.
I thought Everett was a leader.
I am the leader. I brought the Illuminati up through the 20th century to the height of their power. I had presidents and premiers eating out of my hand. I am the one. Our decline is the result of my own. All we need is for me to get back on my feet. What did Everett tell you?
Nothing.
I merely await certain technologies. Then I will be restored. Everett has sworn it.
So that's like the original lead. I mean, not the original, but the leader of the Illuminati for the last, what, 100+ years, and now he's just kept alive because he's probably grown very old and ill or something, and waiting for new technologies to be researched so that he can basically prolong his life forever. Although to me it seems that Everett is sort of keeping him contained to preside so that he doesn't interfere with Everett himself ruling the Illuminati. So I don't think he's ever going out of here. At least it doesn't seem so to me.
He promised me.
I think I'll backtrack, see if I can talk with Everett. Okay, so I could kill him, but I'm not sure why would I do that at this point. I know next to nothing.
I'm so cold.
About this situation.
Tell Everett I'm cold.
Yeah, but I want to backtrack to see if Everett himself has something to say about the guy. Or the AI for that matter.
Lucius de Beers says he's cold.
I know. 18 degrees Celsius, to be exact.
Don't you think that's a little chilly?
I keep his metabolism low so he will last. He is a good advisor. A one-man think tank, so to speak.
He said he's the leader of the Illuminati.
A harmless fantasy. He also thinks I'm going to restore his body.
You aren't?
The technology has been around for decades, but he does not need to know that.
Okay, that's kind of... That's really fucked up.
What's that computer system for? The one with the blue face for an interface?
Oh, nothing. Just something for passing the time and amusing guests.
Yeah, sure.
It has access to quite a bit of information, including information about me.
An old prototype, for Daedalus, actually. It doesn't really handle surveillance in its current state.
So you have your own private echelon system?
Mr. Denton, your pilot is waiting.
I'm mildly suspicious about the AI, and the situation with the Illuminati guy is really fucked up. That the technology is there for him to be, healthy again, and yet he's kept in this pod, constantly, cold, and that's just wrong. And I think I'll, if I can, I'm not sure if the option will be there, but I'll go and tell him that, if only because I believe everyone should have the freedom to live, to be healthy, and if there's a possibility, then at the very least he should know that, and they should solve it between each other, and not, Everett just deceiving him like that.
They don't even coordinate with the NSF, which is headquartered a few hundred miles to the north. You see the need for global organization. Someone has to bring these disparate groups together.
As for the Morpheus AI, I see it coming back at some point because it's far too ominous and, important sounding to not be important in the end.
Where is he? I will remember these small injustices. When I am revived, I will remember.
Yeah, I will tell him. As I said, I know nothing about the power structure here, but to me, there is pretty much nothing that can justify it. Keeping him alive in such a state, and yet not helping him even though it could be done. If Everett wants to get rid of the guy, then just then at the very least he should have the decency to just kill him instead of keep him in this almost like a prison and relying on his knowledge while lying to him all the time.
Everett has no intention of reviving you.
He must. He has been commanded.
He keeps you on ice so that he can benefit from your experience, but he intends to rule the Order himself.
No. No. I will not allow it. If I only had command of my body. Now even Everett betrays the Illuminati. Can no one be trusted? Young Denton, use the computer to my left. Find a way to shut me down.
So he wants me to basically mercy kill him.
All I wanted was to touch the world one more time. Take one more breath of air. I will not be a prisoner. I command you. Kill me. I command you. I command you.
Well, you wish. Although I'm pretty sure Everett will be pissed about that. But it seems the right thing to do for me.
What did I tell you? That was my former colleague, my friend. I know he wasn't doing very well and he was in pain, but I wanted to keep him alive. Stop messing with my equipment and get to the helicopter.
Okay, he was a lot less pissed than I anticipated, to be honest. Check with him in person. Actually, Alex says okay.
It's not often you get to construct a software worm that might do some good for the world.
X-51 has assembled excellent technology. They just need someone.
We have never failed to decipher Majestic 12's plans. Stopping them, however, has been another matter.
I guess it's through here.
Just got refueled and waiting for you.
Wait, that body here.
Huh? Is there a problem?
Just looking around.
I checked her out. She's fueled up and ready to go.
Is something wrong?
Huh? No, I said I checked her out. You want the thing to run, right? If you're gonna cross the ocean.
Of course. Better safe than sorry.
I fixed her right up for you.
Okay, but episode has been long enough, so I'll save and see you in the next one. Bye.